Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you guys are just tuning in, please feel free to retweet the stream. Let's get some people in here. With all that aside, I've been thinking. I've been thinking a lot because a lot of if you guys follow my Twitch page, I talk about a lot of random things. And one of the things that I really thought about, and it was because I was thinking of I was having a conversation with LorMaster, and I sat down for a moment. I thought to myself, "Damn, LorMaster, where the heck did you get a tag like that?" So I want to know, fellas, what's the origins of your tags? Where do they come from? Because gamer tags, they kind of like those are kind of something that you make your gamer tag and you can go through like 6 or 7, but there's one gamer tag that'll just stick with you, and it's there for life. You're stuck with it. You can't leave it. So I want to know where did LorMaster come from? Where did the Black Guy Gamer come from?
For one, that last statement is not true. You can change that thing at any time.
This is true.
And second, he has to go first. He has to.
Why do I have to go first? Mine is actually a story.
Mine is
Mine's like
actually.
Mine is a story.
Mine is a story. So you go first.
There's lore behind mine as well.
There's lore behind the master. So you gotta go first.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, fine, whatever. Okay, so back in the day, beforehand, my tag used to be Josonic 777X. And that was back in the day when like having numbers in your username was cool. And I was like 13 years old, and it was like my first 2 letters of my first 2 names. Which, fun fact, my first name's not Kendall; it's actually Joshua. I hate it. It was just J-O and then Sonic and combine those together, and it was like 777. I love those numbers. It's like lottery numbers or whatever, and then X because Sonic X was like what I was watching when I was a kid. And in high school, I had that tag all the way through high school until I was just like, man, this tag is really lame. I don't want to use it anymore. What kind of tag would I use? And I was just like, kind of like food do I like? I like watermelon. I like chicken. So I was just like coming up with stupid tags and stuff like that, but it never really stuck with me. And then my sophomore year in high school, I was playing football, and like I was like we were just coming from practice or whatever, and one day. My friend Shay, he was like, "Hey, yo, there's gonna be a brawl tournament after school, after football practice. You should enter." And I was like, "Oh, really?" Because I always wanted to enter a Smash tournament, and so I was like, "Okay, cool, I'll enter." And so I entered, and they were just like, "What's your tag gonna be, bro?" And after that, I was like, "Mine's is like Chief Master 6000," and then like Shay is just like, I just put Shay, and I was just like, I guess Strongman, because at the time I wanted to be the school strongest because of Dragon Ball Z bullshit. That's a completely different story. So I just made my tag Strongman, and I wasn't bad at Brawl. I was okay. I wouldn't say I was an expert or whatever, but whatever. So we enter the tournament, and everything's going fine. And I beat my teammates. I beat some kids, and then I make it to winners round 4 or winners semis or whatever. And it's against this kid that's like he's a senior. He's a senior in the school, and everybody knows that he's really good at the game or whatever. And he's playing Meta Knight, and I'm just playing as King DDD because King DDD had the chain grab, and I thought that was pretty cool. And I don't know what happened, but I ascended playing that kid, and like it was so funny because I was doing stupid garbage, and like. He was getting very angry. I could just sense the energy of him just getting very angry and just like, jolting around and stuff like that. And so like it got to a point where I took the second game. I took the first game and went into game 2. I took his first stock and he got so angry and he was just like, I should not be losing to this freaking black kid. And then everyone in the crowd gasped. And then there's Khalil and Shale. They're just like, oh! And Khalil gets up. It's like, hey, that's my boy, the Black Guy Gamer. You better recognize. I'm sitting there and I'm playing the game and I'm like, the Black Guy Gamer. That's a pretty cool tag. I like it. So I beat Buddy. Buddy walks out. I never see him again. And I make it to grand finals and I play against this kid who also played Meta Knight and he smushed me. and he was just like, "Yo, you should play Smash. It was really cool playing you. I didn't know athletes played video games or whatever." And I was just like, "Oh, I know my video game lore or whatever." And I became really good friends with him. And then after that, it was just like Shay was just like, "You made that kid really mad," and I'm just like, "Yeah, Black Guy Gamer." And everyone was just like calling me the Black Guy. Everyone just kept calling me the Black Guy Gamer, so I just adopted it, and that's why I am the Black Guy Gamer, because some kid got really salty playing me in Smash, and I was like, "Yeah, the Black Guy Gamer." If I never went to that tournament, my tag would be Strongman, and I guarantee you I would not change it.
Okay,
It's not a bad one.
That was a great story.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I didn't choose the tag. The tag chose me. That's with most nicknames, actually. In Sun Revolution.
That makes
Sometimes
sense.
that's the best part. So mine is a bit dumb, but before I go into the LorMaster part, I went through like a billion, I guess, tags I could call them before I actually settled on this one. And this one is even kind of bad because the lore behind it is like very stupid. But I started out, my very first one was just Quante95, which is just my name with the numbers, because like he said, numbers were cool. And it's so unoriginal that it's literally just my birth year in my name.
Gotcha.
And there you go. And it's like Quante, like nobody has that name. So I was like, yeah, nobody will have this, and it sounds original enough. But then eventually I was like, well, I started going to Smash tournaments too. Everybody else had cool names. Like, how do you think of these names? And I had one of those situations where the tag chose me. There was a guy that I went to college with, and he called me Quantissimo. And I used that for a little while before I was just like, I stopped being friends with that guy because I found out he was hot garbage. And I was like, well, I'm not using this tag anymore. And I had to find something else. Bayonetta was going to come out, and I was like, I love Bayonetta. I remember being very, very excited for that character when Smash 4 dropped. And that didn't last long because of all the stuff that happened with Bayonetta. But my tag when that happened was Umbra, because she's an Umbran witch. And that lasted for probably all of like maybe 3 months before I decided to change it. And now we're here to I went by Q-Tip for a long time too, but then we get here at LorMaster, and this one is real stupid because it's Kirby related.
Oh gosh.
So there's a character in Kirby. He's like you've had 10 years to play this game, but Magalore is a character in Kirby Return to Dreamland, and he's like the coolest final boss in the Kirby series. So I just took the last 3 letters of his name. But Kirby is also a series known for having deep lore. So I was like, hell yeah, dude, a double meaning. And then LorMaster. I just put it all together, and it seemed good. But I still have the 95 because somebody had it taken.
But that is literally the worst. That is literally the worst. I remember in almost every tag I've ever tried to make on like a website or like an online site, Choco Taco is a very common tag. It's a very common tag for some people to have, or at least I guess there's always a Choco Taco in every community. So it was I could never get the original, so I always had numbers behind my name. But since y'all were so gracious to let me hear the stories of your tags, my tag, well, I had a couple growing up. So I think it was like middle school, I got my PS3, and I wanted to play with my friends online. I didn't really know what to put my name as, and to this day, I'm haunted by that name simply because I can't change it. I can't change it from PSN, and that is Bolt Striker 5. What was the reasoning for it? I thought it was cool. I thought it was a cool name. It had some kind of connection to it had some kind of connection to the Mega Man Star Force series. That's where I thought of it. But I remember I threw it out there, and I think going into high school, I remember I would like add my friends on PSN, and I would just cringe every single time I put it in. Mm-hmm. But we go into high school. Now, high school, for most like PE classes in high school, they like to do little seasons, quote unquote seasons, where they'll have like, this time we're doing basketball, this time we're doing baseball. So this time they were doing football. And I'm a freshman in high school. My class has like the seniors in there as well. And I really wanted to like make an impression because, you want to fit in, you want to look good. So they're making the teams, and I go up to them, we're just all chatting, and I say a joke. I'm just like, hey, by the end of this, you guys are going to be calling me Chocolate Thunder. Because I am saying that I'm fast, which I was not fast. I was not fast. But one time, the team was extra slow, and I remember running really quickly. I slipped and I caught the ball. It was like a full, like a touchdown and everything. Because of that, the seniors started calling me Chocolate Thunder. Or they were juniors at the time. Going now all throughout high school, people would come through the halls, call me Chocolate Thunder. I remember there was a class, like I had a photography class, where it was like we had to make Flickr accounts so we could post our pictures. But I messed up. I messed up on making my account name because I accidentally pressed like enter twice, and I couldn't change my name. So I made a second email like Chocolate Thunder because I just thought of it. And then there was a assignment where we had to present through Flickr. We had to log in front of the whole class. So I'm just like, oh no, Chocolate Thunder. Dude, the teacher looked at me. He's like, "Bro, is that your stripper name?" Shambled. It was over. So we got, that's my nickname for all of high school. Everybody, there were teachers that would call me the Thunder. Some people would just call me Chocolate Thunder. They'll call me Chocolate. Whatever. Now, when I went to the story of Choco Taco. Everybody thinks I made the name off of the delicious dessert. The dessert is delicious. Right. It is delicious. Like it's amazing. But that is not why I made the tag. The only reason why I made the tag is because when I went to my first Smash tournament, I was signing up. I'm like, I'm gonna put Chocolate Thunder. But then I started thinking, I'm just like, you know what, this is gonna be kind of lame. It's gonna be kind of lame. I don't want to do that. And I remember everybody called me Chocolate Thunder except for one person, and he was a chill dude. He was a chill dude, big homie. He tried to act like something he wasn't, but it's okay. And he would call me Choco Taco. So I said that's catchier than Chocolate Thunder, and that is the lore as to why I am Choco Taco. It isn't because of the dessert. It is because I was too embarrassed of my original tag. And I said, you know what? Let me not fold. Let me look a little less cringe.
What do you mean a little less cringe? You were ashamed of your tag. We all had cringe names, man. If you thought your tag was cringe, the Black Guy Gamer, I met Quante because he laughed at my tag.
Oh no, that's
my
exactly
gosh,
how we all met.
Oh no.
I seen that name when searching Super Mario World Let's Plays, and I saw the Black Guy Gamer, and I heard your voice when you started talking on that Let's Play. It was a done deal. I was like, I gotta talk to this person. I don't care. I sent him like a little message. You can't do that on YouTube anymore, and that's kind of upsetting because that's like how I met half my friends. It was like sending people like messages, like PMs. And we sent them a message, and we were like, "Hey, join our Skype group," and then that's how we became friends.
Oh my gosh, y'all came from the deep world of like Skype groups.